Hello and good afternoon, everyone. I am not Nicole Gignac. I'm actually Diane Massie. I'm the marketing director here at L2TMedia. Nicole had a flight delay that she asked me to speak in place of her today. So I've been working for more than a decade in the digital marketing space in the auto industry, and I'm very excited to host this webinar. Today I'm joined by Jeff Kaufman. Jeff serves as our Director of New Products and Technologies. His expertise encompasses paid search, SEO, display, mobile, video, as well as traditional offline media. Jeff actually served as the project owner of our newly redesigned dashboard that we are sharing with you today. We have both worked with thousands of dealers over the years, and we look forward to hosting you on the call. Let me go through just a few logistics for today. So remember to ask questions throughout the webinar in the questions box on your control panel. We will hold all questions until the end. Also, I will send you a recording of today's webinar, and please feel free to share this recording with others on your team who work on your digital marketing and may use this dashboard. The objective of today's webinar is to ensure that all of our current customers are familiar with the information and metrics which are now available at your fingertips at any time through our performance dashboard. It's truly a unified view of the performance of all of your digital marketing products that you have with L2TMedia. We will cover why L2T redesigned our dashboard and share with you an overview of its features and benefits. And then Jeff's going to go online right into the system and share what everything looks like and what you can do once you're logged into your own account. After Jeff's demo, I will come back and discuss what else is coming and how to provide feedback for our next releases. So why did L2TMedia redesign their dashboard? Well, we've been around for more than 10 years. And in those 10 years of experience, we've worked with thousands of dealers, managed tens of thousands of campaigns, and have helped dealers reach millions of car shoppers. So with that experience and with experience from our partners Google and Bing, we've learned what the right metrics are to measure the performance of a campaign in your overall digital marketing budget. We've taken all that experience, made a significant investment of time and resources over the past few years, and we've developed an industry-leading dashboard with a unified and simple interface. And the dashboard puts all this information right at your fingertips. It's completely redesigned to view your digital marketing performance. It summarizes both your overall digital marketing budget with L2T and showcases the important key performance indicators both overall and by product. So Jeff, in his part of the presentation, he'll share several of those product-specific dashboards, and he will also show you how to see your historical data and compare the data from different time periods. And how do you sign on? You go to performance.l2tmedia.com, and we'll go through that. We'll have that URL a couple of times in the presentation. So our new dashboard introduces the concept of true leads, but L2TMedia has been delivering true leads for our customers for quite a while. But this redesigned dashboard really highlights the true cost per lead from form submits and meaningful calls, all from the relevant products which drive true leads, such as paid search and SEO. So Jeff's going to show you the true lead metric on the overview dashboard, but remember, our filtering process eliminates all spam calls, calls less than 15 seconds, and duplicate calls. So it's actually the true leads that are reported to you and nothing else. There are other companies in our space that talk about general website activities as being a lead, such as if you have this many number of VDP views, that will equal a lead, but we keep our metrics based on a lead who is actually a person you can follow up with. Our new dashboard is completely customizable based on what you want to see. You can customize the way it looks on your desktop, what your reports contain. You can schedule the reports to be sent to you whenever you want them, and even customize the comparison to whichever time period you want to compare. So I'm sure you're ready to see the actual dashboard. So here's Jeff to share it with you.
Thanks, Diane. I appreciate the introduction. I'm going to switch from our slides right over to the system to show you how it works. But everyone remember, the data and the metrics that we're going to show are all for demo purposes only. It's not a real account, so don't focus on the actual data. but focus on the functionality and how the dashboard works. I'm going to show you the overview dashboard and then 3 product-specific dashboards: paid search, SEO, and reputation management, just to keep this webinar brief. However, if you're interested in seeing any of the other product-specific dashboards, please ask your account strategist. And remember, ask any questions in the question box at any time. I'm going to jump into the dashboard now. So first, you're signing in, and if you don't know your login information, again, contact your account strategist. Of course, I'm already logged in for the webinar, but again, the URL is performance.l2tmedia.com. After you sign in, this is the first screen that opens after you log in. It's an overview of all your L2T products. First, you select the date range which you wish to view, using this drop-down at the top. Today, for the purpose of this demo, I'm showing the calendar month of January. Up in the right-hand corner is your entire combined budget with L2TMedia across all active products. So that's what I'm showing you right here. The first line is a performance summary of all KPIs combined for your active products. We call these your tickers. The tickers summarize key performance indicators from all of your products and shows your true leads, traffic to your website, VDP views, and average time on site. So for example, if L2T is managing your paid search, SEO, and display, these tickers summarize all those results. Within the tickers, if you run our social impact product, it also shows your total social engagements. And if you run reputation management, your number of reviews generated is shown. And just a tip, if you click on the percentage increase/decrease, it will show you the actual numbers. For instance, if you click on the traffic percentage increase, which is what I'm doing now, just like that, it will change the actual number versus the percentage. So in January, L2T drove 1,895 more visitors to this website compared to the previous month. You can see those same functionality for each of the metrics. Below the tickers, you can find month-over-month comparisons for all products, along with graphs illustrating your traffic by product, month-over-month leads by product, and true leads by product. So now let's show you the product-specific dashboards. First, we'll look at paid search. Just go up to the top to the drop-down menu, and you can select paid search amongst a list of all your active products. There's a ton of information on the paid search dashboard, which can determine the effectiveness of your campaigns. You can expand or collapse the information based on what you want to see at a given time, just by clicking on the expand and collapse icons. The dashboard allows you to review your campaign performance by device and compare metrics by Google versus Bing campaigns. So for example, this is the campaign performance table by Google and Bing, and you can drill down based on what platforms you're running on. You can collapse this table, move into the device, and do the same thing. So now we're looking at desktop, mobile, and tablet by ad campaign. The dashboard's rich with information, just depends on what you want to see. And if it's too much, you only want to see a few things, then use the favorite tool. You just got to click on the star on the table or graph you want to see, and then go up to the drop-down menu, select favorites, and see just the tables and graphs you're interested in. I'm showing you how to select clicks, Google versus Bing as your favorites, to show you the way you can customize your view. So in the Google versus Bing graph, I'm just clicking on the star. And I go up here to click on favorites, and I come to my favorites dashboard. I'm going to refresh this. And now here's the graph that I just selected. It's included in my favorites dashboard. We also have the capability to create a widget, which is a very precise way to look at specific information you choose. So to do that, you just click on the new widget button. And then based on which product dashboard you're in, it's only going to show you the metrics that are available for that product. So since we're in the paid search dashboard currently, it will only allow me to select the paid search product. I'm going to select the account level, but as you can see, I could also select for paid search, ad level, ad group level, or campaign level, and then I get to select a segment. For this example, I'm going to select device, but again, other options could be by date, day of week, location, month, etc. Click on next, and then I have my list of metrics. So just by clicking into this box, you're able to see metrics that are available. And I'm going to compare forms and calls, because we've talked so much about true leads. And again, a true lead combines those two metrics, but if you want to see them separate, you can do that just by selecting those two metrics. And then again, for this example, I'm going to use the same time period we're using in the dashboard view. However, you can select any date range as well. Then hit next step. And then I get to choose my graphic. So for this example, we're going to choose the bar chart. Again, hit next step. And the title is automatically completed with what I've asked for. However, you can rename it something very custom for you. So let's call this Jeff's account by device. So it's as simple as changing the title and then hitting create widget. And then you can scroll down the page. And something didn't work out well. I'm going to try that again. And this is the, oh, there we go. Not sure what happened there. Here is our widget that shows desktop versus mobile, so segmented by device, and then calls versus forms for the month of January for paid search. So now we're going to move on to the SEO dashboard. So again, we would come back up here, select SEO from the dropdown, which will take us to our SEO dashboard. So on this dashboard, you're able to see in the tickers the organic visits, new users, organic page views, pages per organic visits, bounce rate, average time on site, and true leads for this product. All the tickers show increases and decreases from the previous time period. Let me demo how easy it is to show you a comparison to a different date range. You can select a custom date range or just compare year over year or compare to a different month. It totally depends on how you want to look at the data, but in this example, we're just going to compare this information to last month. So if you go into the date dropdown, click on the compare to toggle, and then you could select previous period, same period last year, or a custom date range. So again, we're going to do the previous period, so we can look at the previous month, hit apply, and then we come into the dashboard that's comparing two date ranges. So now on this table, you'll see a bunch of plus signs. If you click on any of the plus signs, you're able to see that comparison. So I'm going to show you the total organic visits for January versus December. And it's as simple as clicking on the pluses. And you can do that for, as you can see, for any of these metrics within this table. We scroll down on the SEO dashboard. There's a bunch of other tables and metrics, but you'll be able to see organic traffic by channel and by device as well. And then also in the live version, which you'll all have access to, you have the ability to easily download tables into Excel or PDFs and graphs into PDFs for sharing with others outside of the dashboard. And last but not least, we're going to show you the reputation management dashboard, which again, we'd go back up to the drop-down, select rep management, and it'll take us to this table, or to this dashboard. Once you click through to your dashboard, you can see what your current star ratings are by source and what new positive and negative reviews were generated within the month. We have similar product-specific dashboards for video, social impact, and paid social, but to keep this webinar brief and relevant, ask your account strategist to share those dashboards with you. All can be found within the drop-down at the top of the navigation. And finally, anything you see here in any of the dashboards, you can schedule to have the report sent to you. Click on View Create Report in the upper right-hand corner, and we're going to click on Create Report. And I'm going to create a report called Jeff's Report. You can use the dashboard date range or choose a custom time period. So I'm just going to use the dashboard date range and then add an email address for where you want that report sent. You're going to click on Schedule Report, and because I'm someone who loves getting reports all the time, I'm going to select weekly and have that report sent to me every Monday. And the next step is you select your widgets. So basically what this allows you to do is select all the data points or widgets that you want to have show up in your report. So as you can see, it's a pretty lengthy list because this is basically everything that's included in the dashboard, including your custom widgets that you create. So I'm just going to create a couple for an example and hit Create Report. You see that your report is saved successfully. Click on OK, and it takes you to your reports screen. And basically this is showing all of the reports that I have that are active, where they're being sent to, the frequency on when they get sent out, and the last time that they were sent. And from this screen, you can turn on and off schedule reports. You can download directly from the screen, edit, or delete. So now back to Diane, and please remember to ask any questions in the question box.
Thank you, Jeff. I think it was great. So we're not done. This process is ongoing. All of this is going to continue to be improved based on what we hear from you, our customers. We're going to continue to make the user interface even more simple and easier to use and add more functionality. And in the end, that adds more benefits for you. So still looking for any questions that you all might have, but if you have feedback on the dashboard, please work with your account strategist, or you can also provide feedback at help@L2TMedia.com. So we want to hear from you, what you think of it, both pros and cons. If you have any questions, work with your account strategist. And for now, that's the end of our webinar, unless you all have any questions. On that last slide, I've got the URL is performance.L2TMedia.com, and that feedback email is help@L2TMedia.com. And it looks like we were very thorough. I've only gotten one question. One of the questions is, how do I find out who my account strategist is? I'm going to send everybody a copy of the recording following this webinar. Just reply back to me if you need to know who your account strategist is, and I'll set up an introduction. If anybody does anyone have any more questions? No? Well, thank you so much for participating today. And if you do have any questions, just respond to the email that I send you, and I will get answers to them. So thank you for your time, and have a great afternoon.